Hi friends, in this video we have to learn about class methods in Python. So what is a class method? A class method is a bound to the class, not to the object. Can access and modify a class variable. Class method is used to access and modify a class variables. Uses a @class method decorated. Take CLS as a first parameter instead of a self. So you can see again what is the class method. A class method is bound to the class, not to the object. Can access and modify a class variables. Uses a @class method decorated. Takes a CLS as a first parameter instead of a self. Here you can see the syntax. Class name @class decorated upon the any method and CLS is the first parameter. Then and then only this is the class method. So see the example of a class method. You can see class student name. A school name equals to ABC school. See, this is a class variables. You already learn about a class variables. So class variable is inside the class but outside the method, and we can call directly by a class name as well as a object name, and this is a shared variable. That's why this is called as a class variable. Now we are learning about a class method. So you can see in that example, just this is a student class. Def unit is one constructor. Self common name. Self means this is an instance method, or this is a unit is a constructor. And self dot name is a name, means when you use self, this is an instance, and when you use CLS, then this is a class variable and class methods. So you can see @class method decorated, and def change school, and first parameter is CLS, and new name CLS dot school name equals to new name. You can see first school name is ABC school, and now we are changing this class variable using a class method. So class method is a def change school. CLS is the first one, new name. When you pass this new name, then CLS dot school name will equals to new name. That is the will replace by the school name. And you can see we are calling directly by a class name. Class name student dot change school, means this is a method, and we are passing inside this new name XYZ school name, and print student dot school name. You can see directly by using a class name we are calling a class variable school name. So what is the output? XYZ school. But before that this was name was ABC school. So the class method changed the class variable, right? So let's see this example in our VS Code. Just open your VS Code. This is my VS Code. Already we learn class variable. Now just create for a class method. So class underscore method dot py. Now create this example class class students, and inside that just create one class variable. You can see school name equals to suppose ABC school, ABC ABC school. So this is the class variable, class variable. Now create one constructor def underscore underscore init. Just give one name. You can see self common name, self dot name. Self dot name means what? Self means instance object, instance variable. And now see the method. This is a class method. We are creating class method. Def change school name. Def change school name. And inside that CLS is the first parameter. Then pass the new name. Right. And how to change? You can see here directly by using CLS dot school name. School name already defined inside the class. So see how we are changing the class variable by using a class method. CLS dot school name, right, equals to new name, because we are passing new name into this class method. So how to create a class method? Class method we can create by using a @class method decorator. So just pass this @class method decorator. Now this is a class method. You can see @class method decorator is required. Another one is a CLS is the first parameter. So then this is a defined as a class method. Just two things, CLS and class method. Now just create the object. Not an object, we can directly call this method by using a class name method. So just students dot, you can see the change school name, and inside we had to pass the new name. Suppose this is a XYZ school name. XYZ school, XYZ school suppose, and you can just print directly by using a class name dot student name. So print student dot class name directly. Print students dot class name. School name, not a class name. School name, student dot school name. So see how we are creating a class method @class decorator. CLS is the first parameter, and we are changing the school name. School name is the first ABC school, and now we are changing the school name by method XYZ school name. So see the output. Just run the program, and you can see XYZ is a school name. So we can change the class variable by using the class method, and we learn how to create a class method by using a class method decorator. CLS is the first parameter, and we use this class method to modify the class variable, right? So output be XYZ. The class method change the class variable. So you can see difference between an instance method and a class variable. So first parameter of an instance method is a self keyword, but class method is use a CLS first parameter. Access instance variable. Instance method access instance variable, but not a class method. Access class variable. Class variables can access into the inside instance method and class method as well. Decorator. In instance methods, there is a no decorator. Only in a class method and static method requires the decorator. So you can see another one example, complete real world example. Suppose a class is employee and company name is a Tech Corporation. So this is the class variables because this is a outside the method. In that constructor, you have defined the name and salary. So we have assigned self dot name, self dot salary, and date, display, and save. This is the instance method, right? And they are just printing self dot name, self dot salary, and self dot company. And class method just define the by using at the rate class method decorator. And they change company. Suppose you want to change the directly company. So because in real life company name can change. So this will affect on every method because class variable is a shared variable. So how we can change by using a class method only. So Dave change company, CLS goes to new company, CLS start company, passing the new company. So suppose E1 dot employee John and for 50,000 salary, E2 goes to employee 60,000 and E1 dot display and employee dot change company in no text and E2 dot display. So you can see first company name is a Tech Corporation, right? But we are changing by this company name by using a class method. So company name will be in no text and this will reflect on all the objects E1 and E2 as well. So when to use and what? Uses class variable, right? Class variable value should be common for all objects, means shareable objects. Example, company name, school name, tax rate. So you can share the same name. So just like a country name and in that all the details, just like a company name and all the employees name. So this common name is used as a class variable. In the class method, you need to modify a class table data. You want an alternative constructor just like a constructor automatically call, so you can use the class method and you can change all the data headline and company name like that. So quick summary, you can see class variable is a shared variable by all objects and class methods works with a class data, uses a CLS in a class method, use a at the rate class method decorator. So that's all about the class method and you learn what is the class method, why we use a class method. So just you have to use this decorator class method, CLS first parameter, and you can change by directly class name, that is the class variable. This is a shared data you can change. So that's all about the class method. So thank you for watching this video.